welcome to the Pioneer Sports Report. I'm Ryan Zoot and this is Richard Mead. Girls basketball districts and boys hockey regionals began this week, and the Big Rapids hockey team will play Wednesday against Freeland after they defeated Mount Pleasant 4-2 in an opening regional matchup. Mount Pleasant tied the game 2-2 midway through the second, and a few minutes after that, Drew Wada scored the go-ahead goal, and they added another in the third period. And Coach Tim Blashill was really proud of how his team was resilient and came back to score that go-ahead goal right after they equalized. So yeah, Big Rapids beat Freeland earlier this year 9-1, but Blashill also said that Freeland was missing 4 of their top players, so it should be a different matchup this time around. So it'll be should be a exciting matchup on Wednesday.
Yeah, also worth noting, last week Big Rapids wrapped up the regular season prior to their game against Mount Pleasant with a win over Matawan. Throughout the entire season, they've gotten a great contribution from Garrett Gardner, their senior forward. He had 31 goals throughout the season, and that's definitely a huge lift when you play under 30 games. And also freshman goalie Fletcher Bolda, a great season, especially for how young he is. I think he had a .906 save percentage throughout the year, so I know that Tim Blashill was definitely impressed with the way he performed this season.
Right, yeah, and it's tough being a freshman goalie, but yeah, it sounds like he's done a great job this year. And
absolutely.
Evan Monko has also contributed a lot offensively for the team, scored a big goal for them in the opening regional game. So yeah, we'll see how far they can go.
Absolutely. Reed City boys basketball wrapped up their season on Tuesday against Manistee, and we were able to catch up with head coach Dean McGuire and get his thoughts on the season.
Our seniors came out, and I think they were, senior night, they get a little nervous and a little emotional, or a little, it's tough when you're playing your last game on the gym floor. And Manistee came out and scored, I think, the first 5 on us, and then we got back, and then after that I thought we were in pretty good control of the game the rest of the way. We do some really, really nice things, and then we do some things that I scratch my head over and say, I'm not sure why we would do that, and then we do some really nice things again. So, with districts coming up, we just got to do more of those nice things and a little less of the goofy things that we like to do every now and again.
Big Rapids and Reed City will meet in the district semifinals at Big Rapids on Wednesday, and they've faced each other earlier in the season, and they went undefeated in the conference this year, and they're having a pretty solid season.
So Ryan, you think that Big Rapids is going to come out victorious over Reed City in the district semifinals?
Yeah, I expect them to keep it rolling and come out with another win. They went undefeated in the conference for a reason. I don't see why they shouldn't pull off another victory. Yeah,
I agree with you. Reed City's had a rough season this year. They've been winless throughout the entire season, and they ended their regular season winless also. So yeah, I am on board with Big Rapids. Like I said, they're the hottest team in the region right now.
Speaking of undefeated conference records, the CCA girls basketball team went undefeated in the conference for the 2nd straight season. They defeated Baldwin last week pretty handily, and they're setting up a rematch with McBain, Northern Michigan Christian, in the district semifinal. That will be Wednesday as well. They just faced each other last week, and Big Rapids pulled out a tight 53-48 victory. And Coach J.J. Eade said he expects another close matchup, and I mean, they're in a tough district. So the defending state champs, Mount Pleasant and Sacred Heart, are in their district again and have another solid year. But CCA ranked 7th in the state in Class D. So I mean, if they can win it, they just need to play their game, and Alyssa Larson and Miranda Carlson just need to carry the team like they have all season. So that should be an interesting matchup.
Yeah, I mean, just like you said, I mean, what can we say about Alyssa Larson that we haven't already said a bunch of times? She is the best player on their team.
One of the best in our area.
Yeah, absolutely. And she's having a great senior season, or had a great regular season for her senior year. And also Jayla Strickland, she's a young forward that's played hand in hand with Larson, and she's having a good season too. So definitely,
they're freshman.
Yeah, as a freshman, and their game in the paint is really what's taken over that conference. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see, but I do see CCA coming over on top. In local college basketball, Ferris State ended their season with a win over rival Grand Valley State, which is, it's always a big game. It was a packed house at Jim Wink Arena, and it was a close matchup through most of the game. But Ferris State, definitely the more dominant team. They did have a stretch there where they won 16 straight games, which is a school record. And through that time, they beat Grand Valley the first time, and they ended up with a sweep in the series for them. So, they're led by a lot of guys in the team. It is a team effort, in my opinion. Jared Stoliker as a junior center, he's been great this year. Staying at 6'11", he's one of the taller centers in their conference in the GLIAC. So that, and Drew Lehman as a senior, I mean, what can we say about him? He's a captain on the team. He is their heart and soul of that team, and he leads the team in points, which is a great representative of what he's been doing this year.
And they're going to need them if they're going to make a run in the GLIAC tournament here coming up this week as well.
Yeah, it's definitely a tough conference. They host Ashland on Wednesday, so we'll see how that one works out. But I am picking Ferris State to take that game. Well, guys, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week on Pioneer Sports Report.